Well, ladies and gentlemen, we finally did it. After many years, it fucking feels like. Holy shit. But he's a busy man right next to Robert Downey Jr. We were able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, BurtnBurger finally got one of our role models on the fucking podcast, Mr. Doug from Who's Right podcast. Doug, how you doing, man?
I am great. You are very enthusiastic. And why would you consider me a fucking role model?
You know, but Doug, I don't know, man. I mean, what is there not to like? What is there not to like, dude? I mean, you're beautiful. You got a nice voice, and probably hung like a horse. That's how I like my role models. So,
I am going to disappoint you. I frequently piss on my own balls.
Oh boy.
Sure. Well, glad to know that we're not the only one in the room, Burt. But anyways, guys,
Okay.
We are the Burt and Burger podcast. We're just trying to bring a little bit of the family element to the podcast world. We got a banger of an episode for you guys today, something that's been in the making for a little bit now. But Burt, before we jump into the enthusiastic details, why don't you tell everybody else where they can find us?
Yes, we have full episodes up on YouTube and Spotify, as well as highlight clips on Twitter and TikTok with some other fun, spicy videos in there throughout the week on the talk.
Yes, sir. Boy, you nailed it that time. Maybe it's because we have
The adrenaline, dude. I'm running high right now.
Yeah, we have a fucking stud, an Italian stallion with us today. Well, he might not be Italian, Doug. I don't fucking know. But, Doug, we finally got you on, man. Again, we're excited. Where do we begin, Burt? Where do we begin with this magnificent creature named Doug from Who's Right podcast?
Holy cow. Let's see. Do I have any lovely questions to start us off?
Motherfucker, you've been asking me to come on here for like, 6 months? You better have some fucking questions on deck.
I know. This is going to be a train wreck.
Typical episode. Well, I got something here, Doug. I gotta ask, man. So you've been doing this for a bit now, and all of a sudden something started to tick with you guys, where a little man named Kaya Orsan reached out to you out of the blue, is what he says on the official podcast. And that's how we discovered you. And then sometimes you guys are way better than the fucking official podcast, by the way. But anyways, I got to ask, like, when some, like, Turkish man reached out to you out of the blue, or however it worked, like, were you shitting your pants? Or you're like, what the fuck is this guy trying to be like a Nigerian prince right now? Like, what was your reaction with all of that?
So it's the way Kaya describes anything is never entirely accurate.
Right.
So I was on a show several times called Who Are These Podcasts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Kaya was also a guest host on there. I don't know if you're familiar with that show or not, but it has a pretty decent following as well.
Sure.
Okay.
So we were already getting a little bit of traction. And then I got an email, we had our Patreon going and everything, and Kaya had signed up for our Patreon. So
Ooh,
Oh.
that went on for probably a month or so that he had just signed up to our Patreon. I never reached out to him. There was never any conversation. And then we started messaging back and forth. And
sounds like a cute little relationship.
yeah,
here.
it was a nice budding friendship that blossomed into a romance. But, so I'm sitting there on my couch watching TV, and we had our voicemail set up for maybe 18 months roughly, and
Okay.
gotten lucky if we had gotten 18 voicemails in that time. And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, bing, I'm like, fucking voicemail, that's cool. Bing, bing, bing. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? And I started listening to them, and it was just a bunch of people calling me fat and telling me to kill myself. So
Right.
come to find out, and I, as I'm sure you know, Kaya on the official podcast has told their audience to take over our voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
So I really didn't know what to do originally when all that shit was happening. And then I, in talking to Anthony, my co-host, I'm like, we should fucking do something with this. I think there's a good opportunity here. So if you go to our YouTube channel, our first live stream is responding to the voicemails. It was the voicemail episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've been live streaming every show since. And I think we did 11 of those voicemail episodes before we figured we'd beat that horse.
Right. I remember that.
But since then, I've been on the official podcast, I think about 5 times now, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's
Wonderful
worked out
addition.
for us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I remember when you guys were doing those. I think you're still doing something with the not call-ins, but you call the guests now, and that's always fun.
You talking about when we call patrons?
Yeah, yeah. I've always loved that, but I don't know if it's more you guys or who doesn't like it. But I'm a fan.
We fucking hate it, but
It's a fucking mess. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not the connoisseur here with Who's Right podcast. That's Burt here. I mean, I love you guys, I really do, but I haven't been up to date with it. So
Right.
if you two lovely gentlemen want to fill me and everybody else in, that would be great. So I'm guessing you call people and it's just autistic screeching the whole time, and Doug's like "fuck this" and hangs up on them and calls the next one or something like that.
no. So what it was we were trying to figure out a way to entice people to sign up to our Patreon.
Okay.
So we started doing a shout out, and then from shout outs it became we hired a private investigator to dox people. And then we got tired of doing that. So then on a whim, I was just fucking around. I said, all right, so anybody that signs up this week for our Patreon, we'll call you. Just leave your number once you sign up. And it was like fucking 15 people. And I'm like, fuck me, man. And out of them 15 people, I think the first week we did it, maybe 3 people answered their fucking phone. So it was just a half hour of the phone ringing on the show.
Oh
Sure.
God.
But since then, we've had some pretty good conversations out of it. It just, by the time the show's over with, I've been talking for an hour and a half. I'm ready to be done. I want to go and decompress. And then it always hits me like a fucking freight train. Fuck, now I got to call these motherfuckers. God damn it.
Oh God.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's definitely that's quite the willpower to do that. Especially, I listened to all of your episodes with where you're responding to the official podcast voicemails, mainly because I was one of them that called in. And finally, after listening to episodes after episodes, you got to my voicemail and you guys just cut it off halfway. And you're like, "All right, next."
Well, that means that you were boring.
I guess I was. I mean, I said something along the lines like, "God damn, guys, I don't know how you can deal with all these little fucking kids calling, and it's driving me nuts." And Doug's like, "I'm done." I was trying to stick up for Doug a little bit, and he didn't like that. So, yeah. So that was fun. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's me!" And then it just cut out, and Doug's like, I think Anthony was actually like, "All right, next," and then it just went on to the next one. I'm like, well, that was fucking fun. Holy shit. But goddamn, I can't imagine what that would be like, especially when it's just like the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, the idea started out really well. It was we had what I would consider a pretty good conversion rate of people that came over to check us out, and then people that stayed. And then from, it seemed to work out really well for us. But yeah, by that 11th voicemail episode, like I didn't even want to fucking do a podcast anymore.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to filter through.
So what ended up happening with that? Did you guys just kind of be like, "Fuck this, we're done with this shit. Quit calling us bitches"?
No, I just don't check the voicemail anymore. I was going to say because of that whole shit with the official podcast voicemail, it's like, you notice that we play very, very few on our show.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's typically only if there's something that's really, really funny, which is somebody calling Anthony's mom a whore or some shit like that. But
Right.
it's got to be really, really funny for me to even click play, because I can, I get the voice to text or whatever, so I can get an idea of what's being said.
Okay. Yeah, no, my favorite's always, I don't remember who was a part of that, but when you guys call the fucking moms, like, I think you had one, like, make you guys art for a shirt one time.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty crazy. I'm always like,
So we have a patron that he was giving us, so that, to sign up is $5 a month, and he was giving us $100 a month. So
Right.
we always tried to do something, or I always tried to do something to acknowledge him. And I had gotten his mom's phone number, and this kid still lived with his
Oh.
mom. So
Right.
I had gotten his mom's phone number, and she said, no, he's sleeping. We talked to her for a little bit, and I'm like, well, go wake him up and hand him the phone. I thought he'd get a kick out of being woke up by me. And
right.
so it was like, I don't know, maybe a 5-minute conversation of somebody when they're groggy. So he didn't have a whole lot to say. Then the next day I just get a barrage of messages from him saying that he was fucked up at work because he was tired. And why the fuck would I call him? He wants to hear,
Oh no.
he wants to hear me talk. He doesn't want to talk to me.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And with that being said, you got people calling you a fat bastard and everything like that all the fucking time, and you always say, "Go ahead, I don't give a shit," and everything. And Doug, I'm a big guy myself, and I always tell people, yeah, go ahead, say whatever you want, give me hell, as I like to say, but. Doug, deep down inside, it does sting a little bit, and I'm just wondering, does that ever sting a little bit, like at all, or you just still don't give a fuck?
There's times where if somebody puts the right combination of words together,
Oh yeah.
Sure.
it can sting. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I get called fat 100 times a week, it's like it for lack of a better term, it bounces right off. But
Sure.
Yeah.
there was one that hit me really, really hard. Somebody had signed up for our Patreon and sent me a really nice message. And then like 10 minutes later sent me another message that said, "Oh yeah, you're fucking fat." And I was sitting there, like, I read it at work, and I'm like, this motherfucker took the time, he logged off and then got back on just to tell me what I already know. This motherfucker.
Oh God. Holy shit.
Gotcha. So that's the one that really stuck out. I mean, you probably got that message like 30 times, like, "Hey, by the way, you're fat, Doug."
Oh yeah, I could pull up my Twitter right now and just send you DMs of
Oh God.
it's nonstop. Of course, for the most part, I think the majority is just people trying to be funny, which is why
Yeah.
it doesn't get to me. I mean,
Right.
if you got somebody giving you $50 a month and then once a week they send you a message, call you fat, I think, all right, that's fine. I'll take your money and you can call me fat. It's a nice exchange.
Right.
Yeah. And then with that being said, talking about the fat part of things, do you remember when you and Kaya talked about the OMAD diet?
Well, yeah, I did it for 30 days. Yeah, I remember talking about it.
Fuck yeah. Okay, good. I tried it as well, Doug. And I wasn't shredding though. Like, I was hoping 20 pounds a week, but
Well, how much do you fucking weigh?
I mean, I weigh enough to where I'll DM you it, but I don't want to say it out loud.
Oh, okay. So here's something that I got through my head that made things a lot easier for me when we started getting all this attention. Okay, so before the podcast took off, I would only be called fat publicly maybe once a month. And now that has become almost an hourly occurrence. So
Oh boy.
Fuck me.
I can tell you, if you don't like being called fat, then lose weight, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
And if
Right.
you weigh so much that you don't feel comfortable saying how much you weigh publicly, lose weight.
Sure. I'm writing this down. I'm writing it down.
I'll start reminding you.
Sure.
Right.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I tried OMAD. It's just like I did it, and like I said, when I went on the scale and I lost a pound instead of, I was hoping for 19 more, I was just like, it's fucking stupid. I'm done.
Well, then I don't know how you fuck it up, but you fucked it up. I don't know what you did, but you didn't do it right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I fucked it up bad. I mean, I would eat a plate of food, and then I'd look at the plate, and I'd be like, I literally could eat this fucking plate right now. I'm so goddamn hungry.
So, but for the other 23 hours a day, you didn't eat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I did. It was I drank water and stuff. I think actually I did the 22 and 2 hour thing where you fast for 22 and eat for 2 hours.
That's not even a thing.
Straight?
Is it not? Fucking A. Harvard lied to me then, Doug. There was an article on it. Goddamn fuckers.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Maybe that's why. So you did the whole 23 and 1, right?
Yeah.
God damn. So what did you eat in that 1 hour?
Anything that I could get my grubby little fucking fingers on.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I always describe it that when I would start eating, I was like a bear that broke into a cabin looking for food.
Yeah.
I was eating shit while I was waiting for my food to get done cooking. It was just
Okay.
Yeah. That's awesome. So and was did you see results from it?
Oh yeah, I lost quite a bit of weight doing that.
God damn. You guys are tougher than I am. Did you outlive Kaya from it? Like, did you do better than he did?
No, we both did the 30 days like we had committed to.
Okay. Gotcha. See, Bert, that's the kind of stuff that we need to do, not your fucking stupid little Survivor challenges.
That was so bad.
Holy shit, that was bad.
What's that about?
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. So basically, we watch Survivor a lot, like together.
Like moms, like 47-year-old MILFs, you know. That's how we grind.
Yeah. So we watched that, and I am like, I'd like to lose a little bit of weight. Like I don't have to, but you know, I'm okay. I'm trying to be cute.
So he needs to lose a lot of weight, is what he's trying to say here, Doug.
No, so basically, I'm like, okay, I really like Survivor. It would be cool if we went outside and maybe had like a little challenge situation, maybe recorded ourselves for the pod. And then I thought about it, the whole us being anonymous thing.
All right, Doug. Yeah, he's shitting the bed here just like I thought he would. He's kind of like Kaya where he's explaining stuff and not the whole fucking story's coming out. So he basically wanted us to reenact challenges from Survivor.
Yeah.
So we had to go through and like make these challenges that they fucking hire engineers from around the world to design. And then we would just compete against each other. And whoever lost the most amount of weight got to pick the challenge.
God, that sounds so much worse.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's like you get to pick the challenge and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And Doug, of course, we were like, this was like our first 8 episodes of the show, so Burt and I were still figuring out how to talk to each other. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. And then I had my buddy text me. He's like, Burt's idea was the stupidest fucking idea I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know that I've ever used this word publicly, but you two are cute.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
That's the goal.
Yeah, see, that's what got us into BurtnBurger in the first place. Is people talk about us and that way and everything, and people say we should fucking make out and stuff. But Bert's my cousin, and we frankly don't live in Alabama, so we can't do that, Doug. That's kind of weird. So
how far did you guys go with this Survivor thing?
That 1 hour. Immediately
about that
after.
5 minutes. Yeah, we.
Yeah. I did have another one though. What was that? I was trying to.
His other one was just surviving outside for a weekend, but he wanted to do it to where we went to like a rustic campground so we could at least.
It really sounds like your cousin just wants to get you shirtless.
Oh God.
Yeah, I wondered that myself. Yeah.
I think like my only stipulation was we couldn't do it like at nighttime because he wanted to do it like out in the forest. I said the only way I would do it out in the forest if I got to bring a gun. That was it.
What if you guys just like ate less and exercised?
See, that's gay.
That's fucking
Yeah.
stupid, Doug. What kind of moron would suggest that?
Yeah, what the hell?
Sound like my mom. Holy shit.
You guys are over there cosplaying Survivor, and I'm the one that's gay. Got it.
Hey, now.
Yeah. Long story short, Doug, we haven't done anything like that. And Omed's fucking dumb, so I don't know. But we talked about this with our last guest, and I have started doing Hello Fresh, Doug. You know a thing or two about those things?
Yeah, we did that. All right. Me and my wife have done that.
Yeah, and that's a lot of fun. I enjoyed. I feel like a little Gordon Ramsay, little Chef Boyardee out there, cutting up some tomatoes and frying them and shit. I don't know.
Are you married?
No.
So
No.
you're single then? No girlfriend, nothing?
No, not a damn thing.
So what the fuck are you doing HelloFresh for?
Because I'm trying to look good, you know. I gotta shed a couple pounds, and I got a really nice job lately, so I can spend a couple extra. I feel like anything I say to you, Doug, you're not gonna approve of it. So yeah, I guess I'm a jackass. I don't know. I'm fucking stupid.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the pain with it though. Is it's not. They don't have any single person options. They literally are like, LOL, get a life, loser. What the fuck are you doing? They're like, go get laid and then you can buy her shit. We don't fucking fuck with posers, dude. Seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think my mom said that too. You're trying to get my mom to make you meals or something?
Yeah. Bert's mom was like, no, that's gay.
Yeah. She's like, get a girlfriend. What the fuck?
Yeah, have her cook for you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Doug. I don't know. The thing is, Doug, it's one of those things that I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is Doug here. He's heard every fucking insult in the book, so I don't know if I can get any sympathy out of Doug here.
Okay.
It's one of those things. Why did you respond for Doug? Holy shit, Bert.
I don't know. I'm just excited.
He's a big man. He can respond. Big. Not
Oh, now you're going to start it too?
Yeah. No, the last thing I'm going to do is make fun of somebody's fucking weight. I don't like those kind of jokes. They hurt my feelings. But
come on, you fat shit.
Yeah. No, see, I kind of like it when Doug calls me. Maybe I have a fat fetish. Holy shit. But yeah, Doug just opened up a kink for me.
Holy shit.
So okay, so first, if you truly are sensitive to your weight, one, do something about it. Two, never tell anybody that you're sensitive about your weight.
Yeah, I maybe it can stay just between us, Doug.
No, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow night.
Sure.
Everybody else.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe it's one of those things where like I can get like desensitized to it. Like the more you make fun of me for it, maybe the less I'll give a shit about it.
Yeah, we need a connection with Kaya, not for like any sort of internet views or anything, but simply just for the daily texts.
Yeah, where he can insult me and call me really mean names, because some of the stuff that he said to you, I was like, Kaya, chill, dude. Doug's pretty dope. Fucking calm down.
So Kaya and I talk, well, I would say every day, if not several times a day.
Sure.
And it's he's no different in private than he is in public.
Holy fuck. Okay.
And of course, I won't get into it because it's not any of my stories to tell, but he'll tell me things that not many people know.
Okay.
And I can't use it against him because he confided in me.
Oh, yes.
But yet he'll come at me with some pretty hard shit, and I want to go for the jugular, and I fucking can't.
Right.
So then I just kind of sit there and like, all right, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just sit there and you're like, well, at least I don't fuck my mom, Kaya, and he just just a silence for 5 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I need, that motivation there. But I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just take Doug's advice. To be honest, though, Doug, the reason why we had to prolong the start of this episode is because I was actually at the gym. Burt was the one sitting there fucking thumbing his asshole. I was the one trying to hurry up and get a couple more gains in before I got this beautiful beast on. So
how far do you guys live from each other?
When he's not at college, like 5 minutes.
Oh, he's at college now?
Yep.
Yeah.
He just
okay.
moved a few days ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So not like an hour.
You tell your roommate that you have to record a podcast or what?
See, now here's the thing. My old roommate, never mind. Yeah, no, he left. He left. I scared him away. This is the third one I've lost.
Did you ask them to play Survivor?
Oh, fuck. You know, I never thought about that, but that might be the reason, yeah.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. Burt he's really good at scaring away his fucking roommates. I mean, the last guy no, not the last guy, a guy from a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
No, I better not say that. That's kind of mean.
Oh, fuck.
No, I'll stop there. He had the cops knocking on Burt's door asking if they've seen him.
Yeah,
Seen
and I
his
look
roommate.
probably like I was on my third bag of Coke at the time, so he did not do me any favors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Burt's not good at living with other men.
No, I have long hair, and it's a mess.
What do you guys normally talk about if you don't have a guest?
Well, usually balls and wieners.
Yeah. I was going to talk about fruit.
We talk about Survivor a lot too.
Survivor, hippos, fruit.
Yeah.
So do you guys just use this as an opportunity to stay connected to each other?
No. We play video games maybe like 18 hours or 20 hours a week.
Yeah, we're kind of... You can't take our fingers out of each other's ass, Doug. We're kind of plugged together.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe they also say conjoined at the hip. But that's probably a little too...
That's kind of gay.
Motherly, yeah.
I don't know. Doug don't seem impressed. I don't see his little bubble on Discord moving.
Shit.
He's just like leaning back in his chair, covering his fucking face with his hands, saying, "What the fuck?"
No, I'm just trying to get a feel for what this show is if I'm not sitting here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. In all honesty, though, it's one of in all honesty, we took a lot of inspiration from you guys at Who's Right, and we took a lot of inspiration from the official podcast and like Joe Rogan's show and like H3H3, those people, where they just kind of sit and bullshit for an hour or so. 2 friends or 4 friends, whatever it may be. And they just kind of shoot the shit and yeah, 2 cousins, and just talk for an hour, 15, whatever it may be. Stuff that's been going on throughout our week, or trending things in the news or something like that, and just have a conversation with one another. So that I think that's why we call you guys our fucking role models, because we were like, hey, those guys are pretty badass and they're funny. We should try to do something like that. So I guess whatever you fucking do in your show, Doug, is kind of what we are shooting for.
But we bring stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys did now. I remember your early episodes, Doug. You guys were really struggling with that.
No, we wanted to give the appearance that we were really struggling. It was all an act.
Holy shit, you guys are great actors.
Really good actors. We're method actors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, we got a whole doc here of a bunch of different questions that we can ask you. I think we're just fangirling a little too much, Doug. So maybe if we just treat you like one of the homies, we can jump right into it.
Yeah, I'm trying to regulate my blood pressure.
Yeah, Burt has really high social anxiety, and he says he hates talking, so that's why he agreed to do a podcast, I guess, because he fucking despises talking. So
fuck that. That's exactly how I am.
Yeah.
No, that's a true story.
Yeah, I've invited you in at the beginning. I'm like, fuck, Burger's not here, son of a bitch.
I get this sense of dread. So there was this week hasn't been that bad, but I'll get maybe 6 to 10 invites for shows a week.
Oh, man.
And it's always like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then before I can respond, it's, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like,
see, that's how it was for our normal show.
Even tonight, going back and forth with you guys tonight, when I was asking questions, trying to position myself to where I could get out of it and say, I'm not going to be able to do it. And,
Right.
So it was like, well, how quick can you do it? And I was hoping that somebody, whoever I was writing to, would say, it won't be for another hour. And I was going to say, oh, well, shit,
Oh,
maybe
shit.
another time. That'll be too late. But instead you responded, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, fuck.
I know. I was gonna do that. I'm like, shit. I guess if another day works, we could do that. And I'm like, no. I gotta pretend like I'm Burger, and I'm gonna get this shit done.
Yeah. Yeah, you really took the reins there and gave her hell, Burt. I'm really proud
Yeah.
of you. Like I said, I was literally at the gym, and Burt and I share Twitter. So I would open it up, and then Doug would say, when can you be on? Like, Burt, tell him whenever. And you're like, well, what's a reasonable time? I'm like, 10 minutes.
I'm like, you're at the fucking gym, dude.
Like, yeah, but this is fucking Doug, dude. I'll fucking
60.
drive home. Yeah, Doug, I was sitting there shitting my pants, lifting weights and everything. I didn't care. I had to hurry up and get them sets in. So, yeah, I was excited. But, yeah, no, so that's like a typical episode for you. Maybe that's why we don't have fucking any audience or everything, and people just comment saying how shitty the show is. So,
Wait for what?
For us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is your advice, Doug? How can we be big and famous like Who's Right?
One,
Massive.
I don't think we're big and famous by any means.
Okay.
Two, I've heard several times in this conversation that you guys say, "Oh, no, I'm not going to talk about that," or "I'm not going to say that." If you're going to come on here, just either say what you're going to say or don't bring it up.
Sure.
But don't lead into something and then say, "Yeah, we're not going to talk about that."
Yeah.
Like cock teases, Doug.
No, it's just fucking annoying. Like, if you're not going to be genuine, at least pretend to be genuine.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I think we said it the other episode, or a couple episodes ago, but no, I have like my conscience is just kind of telling me like, no, that's a bad idea. Then I just push them out of the way and say it anyway. Because it's usually when I say that, it's not good. Like, we're looming towards information that probably shouldn't be shared on the internet.
Yeah. Doug, are you saying this because you really want to know how much I weigh?
No. You asked for tips. I don't give a fuck how much you weigh.
Is it really nagging at you? Because, yeah.
Oh, so now, okay, just so I'm clear, you just called me a nagger.
Did I?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you are a fucking nagger. Is that better? Do
I am nobody's nagger.
Oh, I see what he's saying.
Nobody but your own. No. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, one of the...
You really haven't listened to his show. Holy shit, that went over your head.
Yeah, that. No, I think I got it. There's enough context clue there to where I can put one and one together. I am smart. I graduated from a small school, but
Yeah.
Doug, we have this thing. I'm gonna do what Doug says. We're gonna commit to something. So, Doug, we have this thing where we have guests send us pictures of their tits. Is that something that you're comfortable with, or
No. Are you fucking stupid?
okay, maybe that's why. No.
Well, you're supposed to lead in with what it's called. It's called Booby Time.
Yeah, it's called Booby Time, Doug. And
Every guest we've had on, you've seen the catalog, I presume.
yeah, I'm sure you did your research with BurtnBurger.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Booby Time. So no, I'm not gonna fucking do it. That's fucking dumb.
No. should we explain it, Bert, or should we just take the insult? Because I'm kind of digging these insults here. Feels like I'm back home again with my parents.
I think.
Okay, so who thought that was a good idea?
Bert.
Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no.
No, we could tell you the real story behind it, Doug, if you're curious. No, of course he's fucking curious. He doesn't like getting the tip in. So, Doug, what it is it's Booby Time because it sounds like movie time. And what we do is we dedicate a time to the show to where we talk about a really fucked up movie that the guest makes us watch. So we've had guests in the past come on and recommend these terrible pornos for us to watch, and we gave them a whirl, and it was weird. We decided not to watch those together. But then there's other movies out there like Cannibal Holocaust, for example, where they fucking skin monkeys alive and shit like that. So Booby Time is supposed to be a cute little pun because it's like movie time, and Doug thought it was fucking stupid. So maybe we should change that name, but scrap that T-shirt idea, Burt. But
Shit.
but think of a really fucked up movie that you've seen, Doug, and make Burt and I watch it so we can check it out and see if it's any good or not.
All right, I'll have a recommendation for you by the end of the show.
Sure.
Yeah, we sprung it on you early. That was probably
good.
that was probably a part of my my opening contract with you, but I kind of fucked that up. So
Yeah, Doug's like,
Yeah.
this is fucking stupid. Don't talk to me about this.
yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. If you come up with like just a really fucked up one, Doug, one that really made your eyebrows raise,
Mhm.
just don't say something like Ace Ventura because Burt really thinks that's a weird movie. Hopefully, you can go
Okay.
little deeper than that.
Are you
But-
guys familiar with the Kevin Smith View Askew universe?
Oh.
No.
Wasn't Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith.
Wasn't that
we
the
just
guy
watched,
from Tusk?
Yeah, we just watched Tusk. Have you seen that?
No, I won't watch that movie. But
It's fucking bad.
It's not good. You're not missing a lot.
so
Yeah.
do you know anything about his other movies like Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
A little bit. I haven't really watched them or anything, but I know that they're big.
Well, so I was going to have you watch his latest movie,
Sure.
Okay. Do
but if you haven't seen his other movies, then there's no point in it.
you want us to watch all of them?
We'll do a movie marathon if we have to.
We've actually got somebody from Jay and Silent Bob coming on the show tomorrow.
Oh,
Really?
Okay.
That's dope. Okay, so is that what we got to do then? You want us to do the movie marathon?
I don't give a shit what movie you watch. Why would I care? I'm never going to speak to you again.
What the hell?
Darn.
That's fucked up.
Darn. We lost a friend, Bert. I told you don't be fucking gay. He doesn't like
Oh,
that
so
shit.
okay, so due to my powers of deduction, so I've gotten pretty clear that Burger really maybe has listened to a couple episodes of our show, but he didn't stick around, and Bert quit listening several months ago. So that
Other
tells
way
me
around.
I listened to 3 years of your guys' show. What the fuck?
so that tells me that neither one of you are current patrons.
Oh.
We can change that. Do you want us to?
To continue this call. Yeah.
I'll wait for the notification.
$5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah. Doug, don't call him cheap, you know. He there's a price for everything. We get it.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just fucking with you guys.
No. That's okay, Bert. So we're gonna watch I don't know what the fuck we're gonna watch, but I
All
guess
of
we
them.
gotta watch every fucking movie Kevin Smith was a part of so we can make Doug smile at the end of the day.
We can
No,
do that.
I told you before I get off here, I will let you know what movie to watch.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna make fucking Bert watch it. Yeah, last time we had to watch a porno where a guy bent his winky in half, and I just, I mean, as much as I like to watch those in passing, you can avoid those ones if you want, if you know any Peter Bender ones, Doug.
Are you familiar? Do you know who Roxy Ray is?
No, of course.
Have you watched the serial
you-
video?
Don't.
It's been a minute. I mean, maybe when it was like one of those videos that was like flying around high
Sixth
school or
grade.
something. Yeah. 6th grade. Holy shit, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm all out of ideas.
All right. Well, Bert, we're gonna watch someone eat cereal out of someone's butthole.
Yeah. Yeah. That could be
Yeah.
cool.
That's
I've
my
heard a lot about that
screensaver,
one.
Doug, in my background.
I've got
Yeah.
a couple pictures that she sent me from when she had her boyfriend paint who's right on her butt.
Oh, that is
Oh.
awesome.
Is that when you know you had it made?
That was very surreal because that came unsolicited.
No way.
No way. Oh
Holy
my
shit.
goodness! Wow. Yeah, we've had Remy LaCroix in our titles before, so I'm just waiting for her to send us titty pics with BurtnBurger on each tit.
Now that would be insane.
You think she'd
Yeah.
tune in and listen to you guys talk about Survivor and tomatoes and like, you know what? These guys need to see some titties.
Actually, that's probably our in, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've already seen them before, Doug, so I guess if she really didn't want to, that's okay.
Yeah. That seemed like a weird request.
So how'd you guys come up with the name?
Oh.
For Booby Time?
No, your podcast.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I was twirling my finger in my hair and everything.
I thought it was kind of good.
Yeah, Burt, do you wanna try to explain this one to Doug? See if you can redeem yourself here.
Yeah. So Burger has a friend who like, and then he asked me if I wanted to do a podcast, and and then I said yes. And then now we're BurtnBurger.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Okay.
God damn it.
I'm going to repeat what I just heard.
Please do.
You tell me where I misheard it, because it didn't make any fucking sense. Burger has a friend who has...
I don't know. He's asking for clarification. I thought he was being pretty nice about it, Burt.
Please try again. How did you come up with the name BurtnBurger Podcast?
I like how he's interviewing us now on our own podcast. I've never been so fucking nervous before in my life.
Yeah, I can tell. You're asking me to do shit.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Fuck.
I don't know. I don't fucking remember. Burt, do you want to try again?
Yeah, that's what it was. You had like a friend or something that you wanted to with
talk to our guest about it.
Ah, yes. Here, let me just
Turn
corner
your
over to
chair over so
Douglas.
you're making eye contact with him.
Yeah, I have a picture of you pulled up actually. Yeah, no, and then you're like, and then you asked me to make a podcast, and you're like, yeah, you're gonna be Burt. And I'm like, well, it's kind of a gay name, but I suppose I can work with it.
Now,
And
did something happen? Because Doug's face literally popped up in front of me while you were talking.
no, it did.
It really did. What the fuck?
Holy shit, it did.
Did you do that, Doug?
No.
Oh, is he going? That scared the ever living shit out of me. I was like,
Oh, you just left the fucking call.
oh no, bring him back in.
God damn it.
Sorry.
What the hell?
He tried to be cute there, but we have this all worked out, so we punish people that are pranksters.
That was me.
Did you fucking?
Go ahead.
Oh. I was gonna say I'll turn my camera on if you want to see me, but then now it's getting weird.
That literally
so I'm not gonna
fucking
do that.
scared me. I thought Doug like hacked my computer or something. I'm like, that's what he does outside of Who's Right. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug the hacker, man.
Yeah. Doug, was that a good enough reason for you, or are you still not entertained?
I think, okay, so
Help!
here's what I heard.
Help!
I heard Burger has a friend that, and somebody asked somebody else if they wanted to start a podcast. Then I questioned, is that really what happened? Because it didn't make sense to me. And he said the exact same thing all over again.
Oh God.
Yeah, see, this is my cousin. I hang out with this motherfucker all the time, family events outside of him, and this is literally what it's like being with him. So I'm glad seeing Bert's fucking idol just shit on him right now. It's making me feel so happy. Good thing my idol's dead and he can't do that. But anyways,
Okay.
basically what happened is a long time ago, Doug, back in the 1940s or whenever it was a wee summer day, and I was sitting there with my friend playing Xbox One.
What was your friend's name?
I can't tell you that. Confidentiality, Doug. We can't give up too much information.
Oh my fucking God.
Cool.
Wait, this isn't me yet, is it?
What are you talking about? Now he's giggling at us. He's picking on us. He's like, he's bringing his family in. Like, honey, get a load of these fucking retards.
All right, moving on. You had a friend that you were playing Xbox with.
Yeah. So he had and I wanted to do a Let's Play channel with him. I always wanted to do something, Doug, whether it be a Let's Play where you play video games or a radio show, a podcast. I mean, what the fuck ever. And I was like, dude, let's make a Let's Play channel. And we'll call it. He's like, no, that's fucking stupid. Like, okay. So then that idea was shit canned for like 7 fucking years. And then later on, throughout life, as I matured into a full-grown man, I was hanging out with some friends and Burt. And one of the girls that was there was like, you guys are really good together. Because Burt and I were playing beer pong with them, and we were fucking arguing and calling each other mean names and shit like that. And basically, like when you call this cute, Doug. And
I'm starting to think that she wasn't thinking we're funny.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me.
That's when I was like, there's a bit of chemistry here between us. So maybe we could do something. So then I thought back to the days when I wanted to do a Let's Play channel called and I asked my cousin, I was like, hey, let's do a podcast like Who's Right in the Official Boys, and we'll call it Burt and Burger, and I'll be Burt and you'll be Burger. And he's like, okay.
Other way around, but yeah.
Yeah. And then it kind of sprang from that, and now we're here talking to Mr. Doug from Who's Right. So
okay,
was that better?
In all of that, I have to assume then that neither Burt nor Burger is either one of your real names.
Oh, no.
You'd be correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
we're not that hick. Yeah, no.
So do you not share your real names?
No.
Not even first names?
No.
Why?
Well, we each other know our first and last names.
Thanks.
But,
Holy fuck. Oh my gosh. I really
can't
want to
believe
eat
you
so
said
much
that.
goddamn chalk. Yeah. Hey, I know my cousin's first name, Doug. I don't know if you knew that or not, but fuck.
So why would you go under pseudonyms?
see, that's what I thought too.
What do you mean? Like,
Why couldn't we be like? I was going to drop our names.
Yeah. like Doug and Anthony? Like that? Is that like our real names?
Yeah, why didn't you just use your real names?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Burt and Burger's cute, don't you think? Or do you think that's stupid, too?
Oh fuck!
You think that's dumb, too, Doug?
Does it really matter what I think of your name?
Yeah. We'll fucking change our name right now. We'll be the fucking...
Well, use real names right here. I
Yeah,
won't
you want to
censor 'em for the
fucking know
first
my real
time.
name, Doug? I'll fucking do it right now.
Okay, so when you guys blow up, because you will, right? That's the plan.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to be known for Burt and Burger?
Yeah.
No.
Not ourselves though, right? Because that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Because we're like,
I want to be known as fucking Burt and Burger. What are you talking about? Why are you whispering no?
I was trying to help you along.
Fuck. Like...
yeah. No, the whole point of the anonymity is because we have jobs that we don't want to lose, I guess.
Well, so does Doug. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm literally counteracting myself right now.
Yeah, see, but the thing here is, Douglas, my partner is a gigantic vagina.
So
I
I think what I'm getting at is you're striving for anonymity,
Mm-hmm.
but
Correct.
you're also scared to say whatever it is that you're thinking. You constantly course correct instead of just letting the conversation go where it possibly could go, right?
Oh no, we let her rip sometimes.
But you just wait when you have a guest on, then you don't.
I think we normally
You really
do.
want to know what I was gonna say, don't you?
I think we do. It's just we've just
Here.
never met like a celebrity before.
And
The
you
main
still
thing
haven't.
is-
I'm not a fucking celebrity.
Okay, Doug, I'm gonna turn my volume up. Okay, I'm in a dorm right now. Okay, okay, now
Go.
I've committed.
Just go. Yeah,
I've
commit.
committed. So basically,
This is what Doug wants.
it's very urban. It's very urban.
What the fuck are you
And-
talking about?
And my roommate was urban. But I try and be quiet because I don't want to get stabbed in my fucking sleep. Is that what you wanted to hear, Doug? Is that what you wanted to fucking hear? Hmm?
Can you say that again, but slower?
Oh my god. I don't want to die.
Okay. So what is that like? What's it like living with a black man?
Oh, hairy.
Harry.
Hairier than myself. Yeah.
I mean,
I
is it just like there's fucking lotion everywhere and
yeah, no, Burger came over and said it smelled like vodka and cigarettes, so that was kind of cool. We have like
Yeah, he goes,
natural
"Oh, that's just my
cologne."
sweet mate."
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a natural aroma, you know.
so did how long in advance did you know that your roommate was black?
Oh, I googled him early because I heard, oh god, I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked. These walls are very thin. But no, when I saw the name Jathine, I kind of thought that. I had a hunch. So I went on Facebook and figured it out pretty early on.
And when his picture popped up, did you just go like, God,
Like, I'm fucked.
damn it?
I'm fucked. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Son
so
of a
that's
bitch.
yeah. So glad I got that off my chest. So yeah, no, that was really fun, but I did scare him away. So
Yeah, he left a little note under Bert's note saying, "Hey, you can keep the placemats."
my door. Yeah, you can keep the placemats and the fucking shower curtain. I'm like, thanks, man. Left me his number. It was cute.
Yeah, but going back to your point on being secret and stuff like that, you guys, no, I don't want to say you're similar. No, where you guys are keeping your like identities and places and things like that a secret. Is there like is your reason kind of similar to ours because you have that life outside and you don't want to be like associated with with who's right? Was that the point you were getting at earlier?
Yeah. So what I was getting at is one of the things that we failed to do early on is create fake names for ourselves. It was just Doug and Anthony.
Oh.
And I made the mistake of when I used to work back when I lived near Anthony, I worked at a Fortune 100 company as an engineer. And
Right.
our show started out as a debate show, there was some cussing and shit, but it was relatively clean. And I would tell everybody at work, like, hey, you should listen to the same thing that everybody that starts a podcast does is tell everybody to listen to their fucking podcast. And then the show started slowly transitioning to talking about me jerking off into my socks and shit. And it became very uncomfortable walking through work and people looking at me like, I know what you do.
Yup.
Yeah, so that's when Doug's like, all right. Yeah, they're like, hey, what the fuck happened to the podcast? I'm like, we deleted it. I'm stupid.
Shit, I bet I've been doxxed. I don't know, maybe 6 times now, I think, that off the top of my head, I can think of. I've had people send me my first name, my last name, places that I've worked.
Holy
I've had people
shit.
call my work.
That's my nightmare. Really? What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck. There was a video floating around. This had been like 2 years ago.
Were you jerking it, Doug?
That wouldn't have been as bad as what it was, but
Oh, fuck.
so I was thumbing through YouTube and I seen a video go by saying the most vile man on the internet. And I'm like, well, I got to check
Holy
this
fuck.
out. And I'll be goddamn if it wasn't me.
No, it was not. Now that is when you know you've made it.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. That is awesome.
And then, you know who Louis J. Gomez is?
Nah.
See, I think he's one of the top tier podcasters. He does a show with,
Okay.
oh fuck. It's called the Real Ass Podcast. Anyway,
Okay.
he brought me on as it wasn't me. It was somebody dressed up with a bag over their head and proceeded to bend them over the table and rape them.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
I was flying for work and I was traveling for work. I was walking through the airport and I started getting a bunch of notifications and I stopped walking and checked them out. And I started to watch a video of me getting butt fucked over a table. Like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is
my
amazing.
goodness. Yeah. I would love to
Holy
see
shit.
that someday.
Someday.
Yeah. Me getting butt fucked by the Real Ass Podcast. That'd be
you
awesome. Gotcha. But going forward then, because I know like the official boys, going back to them, 2 of them like kept things very secret for a while. And then over time they were just like, fuck it. And then they gave out all of their personal information for the most part. So have you guys kind of taken that route going forward, or like do your cares like kind of go back a little bit as the podcast grows? Because that's what Burt and I always say. It's like, hey, if this podcast gets big, and I can start making an actual living off of it. I don't give a fuck if people know who I am at that point, because I can just live off of the podcast. Like, has your attitudes at all changed like that over time?
No, not really. We have given out enough details over the course of the 4 or 5 years that we've been doing it that if you were to sit through and log everything that we said, you could find us relatively easily.
Sure.
But if I was just to get on an episode and say, hey, this is my first and last name, come find me on Facebook, it would just make my life very difficult, because people would start messaging my parents or my brother or my niece or my granddaughter, any of that shit.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it's probably better to do it young when you don't have a whole web of family that people can fuck with. I mean, they still can.
I was going to say, yeah, and just hope you never have a fucking family again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got the type of listeners that just really don't give a shit. Like, that we draw a certain crowd, which they're fucking great. Some of the artwork that people send me with my face on it makes me really, really laugh. But when you turn that, eventually people either fade off or get tired, or you say something that pisses them off. And if they turn that on you, it becomes very, very hard to try to explain to your boss, who is the fucking vice president, that like, no, man, it's just comedy.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing here, is because if the work field that I'm in, if they found out about this, I mean, my fucking like master's degree that I spent 6 goddamn years getting, you just can wipe your ass with it. It's pointless at that point.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we go with like the secret names and everything like that, to kind of cover it up as much as possible. Kind of like what the fuck's that one guy, Burt? The guy that wears the Crusade mask. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Oh, the Swagger Souls.
Swagger Souls, yeah. How people still don't know what the fuck that guy looks like or anything like that. And they do live conventions, and he's fucking sitting there with his mask on and everything. It also just, it kind of builds into the meme too, where it's kind of like a running gag where we'll accidentally slip our real names during the show. We've done that plenty of times.
Oh, yeah.
And we just beep it out or something like that. And we've heard good responses from people to where they like that or they thought it was funny. So it just kind of becomes part of the show to, we can't say anything about our names, because it's kind of a running gag, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun, but going forward with everything else, though, I mean, it's just like with Who's Right, do you guys really have any fucking big plans with this? Like, do you guys just kind of want to keep doing what you're doing, or are you hoping to kind of do this full time like what the official boys do, or what's the journey looking like?
No, I don't think that we ever. I know that I won't quit my job regardless of how big we get, just because it could all go away.
Oh yeah, it's too volatile.
We very, very quickly we got attacked on social media, and we lost our merch. We were hosting through TeePublic, and that gives you a real quick view of what it's like when you get attacked, because you don't have any time to respond. It's just you're no longer on that platform.
Right.
And at any time, Patreon or Supercast could do the same thing, and there's no recourse.
Okay.
Yeah, so you always have like that fallback then. So it's just something that you guys do for fun then, and I'm guessing, and then it gets to the point to where if you can make some money doing it, then hell yeah, let's do it. I remember when I was watching your earlier episodes that you guys were talking about ads and stuff, and Anthony was like very fucking against having ads on the show. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but he was like, oh, fuck them. If they want to give us money on Patreon, do it, but I don't want fucking ads on my show.
Yeah,
that was big, I remember.
The problem is so we've taken on sponsors, and then it's always me telling Anthony, we've got to do this ad read. They're paying us good money. Don't fuck this up. And then I end up fucking it up every time.
Oh God. Yeah, and I feel like we'd probably be similar, but
so it's like the added pressure to it or something. It's like, hey, we're just trying to fuck around, and this makes it too stressful.
Yeah, we did one for a website, and I got into it, and I was trying to talk about it and navigate the website at the same time, And I just spent like 15 minutes ranting about how it's a piece of shit website and it's hard to navigate.
Oh, no. Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we got another one where they sent us their product and paid us. And it was supposed to be for one of those things where you prick your own blood and then send it off and they'll do their like blood screening or diagnostic, whatever.
Sure.
And we backed out of it like 15 minutes before we were going to record that episode because reading the fine print, it basically says that by signing up for this service, you give us permission to use anything that we find and give to the FBI. It's like, fuck, we're not doing that shit. We're not going to promote that shit. That's, that goes against everything we believe
fucking
in.
Narcs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fucking tattletales. What the hell? Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, that's nice.
So you guys are just kind of, it's the same mindset to where if they want to, sign up, get bonus content or something like that, that's totally fine. But the ad reads just kind of, it turns it into more of a business at some point when it's like more of a passion project.
Yeah, if something comes along that we can both get behind and have fun with, then we'll do it. But you're typically dealing with ad agencies, not the actual company. And, they give you a copy to read and that copy says you can say this, but don't say this. And you've listened to enough podcasts to know that they're not sincere when they're doing their ads.
Yep.
And they're,
Right.
if there's anything, nobody can ever tell us that we're not sincere. Just if you listen to our show, you know that we're sincere.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For sure. So how did it start with the whistling butt plug then, Doug? I know that was a big staple for a while.
That was one of our listeners sent me a website and said, you ought to check these things out. They look pretty funny. So I reached out to the owner of the company and just said, hey, would you be interested in doing something together? So he sent me a fucking case of whistling butt plugs.
Holy fuck. Okay.
And we never got around to doing the ad read proper. We did some giveaways and then we worked something out so that the official podcast would get some and they did a couple ad reads for them.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Did you ever try one out?
What do you think?
It's okay. Yes.
Absolutely. I would.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And be like, and then send them to your fans. That'd be awesome.
Oh, dear fuck.
Yeah, Burt, you would take a fucking butt plug from Doug that's been in his ass.
I don't think so.
I would, Doug.
That's right after draw the line.
Yeah, I remember that, though. Like, you guys were so fucking proud about that, and I was proud for you guys, too, to have those whistling butt plugs, so that's kind of, that's your legacy. I mean, at the end of the day, if that's what you got to hang your hat on, man, I mean, you take that shit.
Okay. I think our best one was when we got the bio bidets.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I still use mine every fucking day, and Anthony has yet to hook his up. That was 3 years ago, I think.
That was a while ago. See, now, I was wondering, it probably takes us off of this a little bit, do a little pivot action here, but you guys, it's been a joke on here that I am more of the Anthony of the podcast, that I kind of, I don't know if you've noticed, but am not the workhorse, so to speak.
Okay.
And throughout the earlier episodes and all that, was that more of an act? Was he actually not doing anything? Because I thought at some points it might have almost been you, or I don't know. You guys were hard to read, but I thought that was kind of cool.
What's the question?
Yeah, I don't really know. I just I had something there at one point, and then I got scared, and I looked at your little face on Discord, and I'm like, "Fuck, this is."
That's
retarded.
how he's looking at you right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. You want me to try to formulate your question for you?
I love it when he does this.
Help me out. Do the show for me, Doug.
So, Doug, I've been listening for a little bit, and early on, you guys used to joke quite a bit about Anthony not doing any work for the podcast. Was that real? Or
Yes.
So is that the question?
Yes.
Yes, it's real.
Oh, fuck. It was almost so bad. You're like, this has to be fake, right? Like, this has to be fake.
You got another question you want me to ask me?
Holy shit. No, that was a good one.
But what about with you though, Doug? Because Burt, at the beginning, Burt didn't do a lot on screen, but outside of it, he did a lot. Like he edits his cock off. Like he does all the hard work that I don't want fucking nothing to do with. But on the screen, it was hard to like constantly drag his ass behind me. He's gotten a lot better at it, but before he was so fucking scared that it was tough to keep a conversation going. So at the beginning, it's just like you had to be thinking like, all right, well, Anthony's gonna be a bitch. This is fucking stupid.
No, so early on there wasn't anything. Like Anthony's always had the same opinion. I don't care if we do any social media. I don't care if we promote the show. I don't care if we do merch. I don't care. I just want to get on and say stupid shit, have a good time, and then publish it. Mm-hmm. So all the other shit was me saying, you know, we need to do something on social media so it's not just us recording it to put out into the
abyss.
Yeah.
So I guess the moral of the story is I'm more of a bitch than Anthony. Because Burger just kind of told me I was going to do it, and I'm like, "Okay, boss."
Well, I would say you're less of a bitch than Anthony if you're doing editing, because that's why our show is unedited, is because I refuse to do it, and Anthony won't do it.
I edit the fucking shit out of this podcast. Yeah. No. So this isn't going to sound nearly as shitty as it does right now. So
yeah, we'll make it sound a little bit better, Doug, at the end of the day. But one of the things that we did take for advice on growing a podcast is finding somebody that you actually enjoy talking to. So you and Anthony are good buddies. At least I think so. You guys might fucking
at least it's
hate each
entertaining.
other. Yeah.
You guys might not touch each other.
You guys make it look like you kind of like each other. So that was like a lot of inspiration that we drew. But also we try to take it seriously from step one. Like right when we first started recording, we were like, all right, we're not expecting anything to happen out of this. We're going to make sure that it's something that we enjoy. We're going to invest a little bit of money at the very beginning to where we have good headphones and not headphones, microphones. There we go.
Mics.
And all that shit and all the proper stuff. And we're going to make sure that at least if we try to make the content good every time, obviously, but at least it sounds good at the end of the day. Like that's one thing Andrew told us from the official podcast is at least put effort into the what was it? The layout of the
show?
podcast. Yeah, how it sounds, how it's edited. Because if for some reason, if some big person does come across it and it at least
like, hey,
professionally sounds
shit.
good, it helps you out. And a lot of it's luck too. I mean, that's what Charlie says from the official podcast a lot too, that it's all luck. So would you kind of agree with that, or would you add a little bit cherry on top of that?
Well, I would say that, one, you're on the right track. There's nothing worse than listening to a show that sounds like it could be entertaining, but you struggle to deal with the audio quality.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Just the only thing I would say is just do whatever it is to make sure you're having fun doing it. Mm-hmm. And if that's what mine and Anthony's goal has been through the whole thing, is we just okay, so when we started getting a bunch of listeners from the official podcast, when that surge happened, I started feeling this pressure like, okay, we've got to be on our game. We have all these listeners and we got to retain them. And it became less fun. It got to the point to where it was no fun and I didn't want to do it anymore. I'm lucky enough that I was able to break free from that mindset and just go back into, the only thing I worry about is making sure that I have fun every week. If I can laugh and I make Anthony laugh, I honestly don't care if anybody else likes it or not.
Fuck them.
That's where you have to get to. And our first year, our audio quality was dog shit. So you're already leaps and bounds above us.
Yeah, I don't know if we said it on the show. I think you said it like before we started. But you want to tell them how you guys recorded your early episodes? Because it was amazing.
So
hearing about that,
neither one of us knew anything about podcasts. We knew nothing. other than you pick a host. So I didn't want to drive to Anthony's house, and Anthony didn't want to drive to my house. So we finagled a way to talk to each other. So what we did is I bought a microphone, and Anthony already had a microphone. So I took my cell phone and zip tied it to my microphone, plugged in earbuds to my phone, and then hit record on my computer. So my computer was recording what was going into my mic. I would call Anthony. He had the same setup. So we would have our conversation over the phone, and I would be recording my end of the conversation and then send that to him after the conversation was over.
Fuck. That's commitment there.
Oh,
you
man.
guys deserve
That's
all
the
the
second
whistling
time.
butt plugs in the world, Doug.
Yeah, and come to think, we just press a button at the beginning and send it to each other at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
but
learned from your struggles.
if you go back and listen to them episode, like episode 1, we took that off.
Okay.
We didn't take it off because it was bad. We took it off because we had it professionally published on a cassette tape.
No way. Okay. Oh, weren't you guys fucking around saying you were gonna put it on like vinyl or something?
Yeah, so we went down the road that we were going to put it on vinyl, and then realized how expensive that was going to be. So then we went to cassette tape.
Okay.
Oh,
That is awesome.
that's awesome. And that was I know we better start wrapping up here, Doug. But that was one last.
Yeah, I'm done
big
in 2
question
minutes.
I had for you. That was one
Sure.
big question I had is where the fuck does your show start? Like when I find a new show that I love, I want to start at the beginning. I want to watch every goddamn episode. Then I get to your Patreon and I want more bonus content. And then I like go to Apple Podcasts. It starts on like episode 24 or something, and I can't scroll fucking down anymore. I'm like, where the fuck is episode 1? And then I go to YouTube and try to find it. It's like, is it because you didn't like the episodes and you're like, fuck these. We'll do something else.
No, like I said, the only one that's missing is episode 1. That's because we put that on cassette. Episode 2's up.
Sure.
Where?
Yeah. Where's it at?
Well, if you go to who'srightpodcast.com, you should be able to find it there.
Oh, this fucking website. God damn it.
I forgot you guys had a
Yeah,
plan,
you guys
or
talk about that a lot.
website.
All right. Well, Doug, I'll make sure I start listening to you guys now more. I'm the one that got Burt into you in the first place, and then I just kind of, I don't know.
So
There's nothing bad about it. I fucking love your show. I laugh my goddamn ass off. I fucking love it. I got to get back into it.
I was going to ask, what is it that we said that drove you away?
Yeah, nothing. It's just Burt knows I get real autistic like this, and it's like sex. Like I could be having the best sex of my life, and I'll just get bored if it happens for too long. So
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about that at all.
yeah.
So I'm
that's
looking on
good.
our website, and it's not up there anymore.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Oh, Anthony's gonna get a whipping. Son of a bitch.
Anthony's gonna get a finger in his ass from Doug. But anyways, man, we have hit that time. Doug, were you able to string together any kind of movie for Booby Time?
Oh, I completely forgot all about it.
I figured.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't, Doug.
We didn't, Doug.
All right. So me and Anthony watched a movie on one of our streams called Space Movie 1992, I think it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have a roommate now, right?
No. Burger has a cat.
I have a cat, Doug.
What about you? Other one.
Other one does not. I don't even share a bathroom anymore.
Okay. But you have black neighbors.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
A lot.
yeah.
Like a lot.
All right. So you
No, I was... Fuck.
okay.
There's a good joke to be
So-
had here, but I can't think of it.
So I want you to watch Space Movie 1992,
Okay.
and you can't watch it with headphones on.
Oh.
Well, Burt.
Okay.
It's about to be a real name podcast because Burt's gonna get expelled from fucking college here.
Just Google
Doug,
it real
Did I
quick.
say my name?
Okay.
Oh, I see.
What is it? Space Movie 1992?
Yeah.
99. Oh, fuck. Maybe just 2.
92. Oh boy, yup.
Absolutely do not Google. What?
Don't worry, Doug. I saw
Okay.
it. Yep. Sure. All right, Burt. You gotta watch this on full blast.
I see Space Jam on there.
Yeah, there's a certain thing here that Doug's trying to get us in trouble. Do you see it?
Wait, how can you say space movie and this still comes up? This is not space movie.
It definitely is. Are you seeing what
Yeah.
Doug's memeing about? Yeah.
We watched that on our
seen it.
stream.
Okay.
You didn't. You should.
Absolutely do not Google space movie from 1990. Oh, I almost said it out loud. Boy. Okay. All right.
Oh. Okay.
It's
All right.
26 minutes long. Perfect.
That's not bad.
Well, thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that, Doug. We got a little sidetracked. Thank you so much for coming on, man. Do you want to shout your shit out while we still got you on?
Oh, I think I've plugged it enough. We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Yes. Well, again, thank you so much, Doug, for coming on, and thank you guys for listening to the BurtnBurger podcast. I think we're on episode 53 now. It's been fucking crazy. Been doing it for a year. It's been crazy, and we wrapped it up with a guy that means a lot to us. So again, Doug, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you guys so much for listening. We are BurtnBurger, and we are just trying to bring the family element to the podcast world. Thanks again, guys. Take care.
Peace.